Since I reviewed the trilogy back in 2016, I actually never ranked the trilogy by itself. So we're going to stop and rank the Dark Knight trilogy from the worst to the best. What's going on, guys? It is me, Joshua, aka Feature Filmmaker, doing out for his reviews, where I talk movies, TV, and music. And if you like to talk those three things, be sure to be subscribed and the bell, get notified when the videos are up every single week. Also, if you want some money to my channel, you can do that as well. Or if you want some fan mail, you can email me and do that as well. So, with that being said, I'm going to start the timer, and then we will rank this great trilogy. Also, if you want to check out my Christopher Nolan playlist, definitely in the cards down below. And with that being said, let's get started and let's start this timer. Coming in third place is The Dark Knight Rises. This is a very ambitious into Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. That is definitely the most underrated of this entire franchise. A lot of people just really rip this movie to shreds. Call it one of the worst superhero movies ever, call it a disappointment. I can understand a lot of the criticisms here, but for me personally, I think The Dark Knight Rises is a fantastic conclusion to the trilogy. Yes, I don't like the way Bane goes out, but the Talia al Ghul twist, I'm over it. I like that. The whole thing with Batman getting back to Gotham, I pieced it together in my head. The whole thing with Bruce getting his back fixed, I didn't mind that. This movie being 2 hours and 44 minutes long, I didn't mind it. I was enjoying it. Even when I first saw it in 2012, there is some amazing heartfelt moments, and there are some emotional moments in here that will wreck me. Especially with Alfred and Bruce and how their relationship deteriorates to the point where Alfred leaves when Bruce decides to go back to being Batman again, stop Bane, and he says, "I won't bury you. I buried enough members in the Wayne family. You see only one end to your journey." And I just love Tom Hardy's Bane. I love Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. She's really hot. A lot of people really hate those two new additions. I like them. Joseph Gordon-Levitt I thought was amazing, and I really enjoyed Hans Zimmer's score, and I like the take. I love everything that Chris Nolan did with this. It is the weakest of the three, but nowhere near as bad as people say it is. This is a great film. Definitely one of the best movies of 2012. Coming in second place is Batman Begins. Batman Begins, as this is how you do an origin story for Batman. This is the perfect origin for Batman. I love it. You get to see how he rises to become Batman, his training with Henry Ducard and the Ra's al Ghul, and you get to know the man behind the suit. And that's the whole point of this trilogy, is Bruce's journey to him being Batman, to him not wanting to be Batman. And that is the story I think Chris Nolan exceeded for with this movie. And I really love the way that this was presented. Yes, there are flashbacks, but it's necessary to get the depth of his parents. You get him as a child. You get his relationship with Rachel, how he wants to first kill the guy who killed the parents, but he can't. He decides to take off for a couple of years to go train. He decides to come back to Gotham to become Batman, and when he first becomes Batman, he is a process, but when he finally gets his true mask, that stuff is really awesome, and I really love that in the movie. And Liam Neeson, so awesome. The Scarecrow is so awesome. He's really scary too. I was scared of the Scarecrow back then, and I'm scared of the Scarecrow now. But Cillian Murphy is great. Katie Holmes, I think she is very underrated in this movie. Morgan Freeman, Christian Bale, Michael Caine, everybody in this movie killed it. Hans Zimmer, James Dean Howard's Batman theme. And yes, he doesn't do the one rule, but I do love when he just lets Ra's al Ghul die. So he basically did let Henry Ducard die, in my opinion. Where it says, I'm not going to kill you, so I don't have to save you. That was a fun part of the movie. Coming at last place, at the very top, of course, it is The Dark Knight. At this point, there is no way that is going to change. The Dark Knight is a masterclass of cinema. It's the movie that will inspire so many people to want to make movies. It's definitely one of my biggest influences for wanting to write movies and make movies of my own. The Dark Knight just show us all how to succeed in making a sequel to a great origin like Batman Begins. It takes everything from Batman Begins and just continues it off of this film. Yes, there is the recasting of Maggie Gyllenhaal. There is some surprising twists and turns with Rachel dying, and then of course with Harvey becoming Two-Face, which I do wish he was in it a little bit more, but this is a hyper-realistic version of the character, so there's not much more you could have done with him. But for what we got of him, they got right. It was better than the screen time of Venom in Spider-Man 3, I'll say that much. And Christian Bale still great in this movie. He has a great nemesis in the case of the late Heath Ledger as the Joker. I think Heath Ledger, this is his best performance, and he was a great actor. He is still missed 12 years later, and the fact that he just didn't get to see this movie at the height of his career is sad, because if he was still alive, I wonder what he would have been in the third one. But this is a great film that I very much still love. Great dialogue, great conversations. Some men just want to watch the world burn. You change things. Well, then why do you want to kill me? I don't want to kill you. I'm not doing without you. And also the back and forth between Batman and Joker is some of the most fun stuff to watch, especially in the chase scene with the truck that Joker has in the Batpod. The whole fight at the end where Joker threatens to blow up two ferries, one with the guards and one with the citizens and one with the prisoners. And then Harvey Dent is great, Aaron Eckhart's great. And this is a great trilogy of films, and The Dark Knight just elevated this trilogy to 11. That was my ranking of The Dark Knight trilogy. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and share. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when new videos are up, live or community posts. Otherwise, you're not going to get every notification to any live streams or community posts. If you want to send money to my chime, or if you want to send fan mail, you can email me or DM me privately. If you want to follow all my social media links, you guys can do that as well. And you guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness.